All righty then. We are live. What's going on out there in the land of YouTube? How is everybody doing? Can everybody hit the like button and then just type in the comment section maybe OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio? So, a lot of things are a lot of moving parts. It's funny. I was watching last night. I was watching a podcast, and the podcast I was watching had maybe um had maybe oh, they got millions of subscribers on that podcast I was watching last night. But there was a particular part of it that kind of caught me and kind of riveted my head around. And can you guys just type overturn Terry versus Ohio? Would you do that for me, pretty please, with sugars and cherries on top of it? Overturn Terry versus Ohio, OTVO. I'm going to show you guys a video that I have coming out. Actually, I have this video coming out. This video is set to premiere. I'm going to show this video, and then would you do me a favor and hit the like button? Take your finger like this and just reach down there, and there's a little thumbs up button down there, and just take 2 seconds and just tap. Even if you're watching this like next month, next week, next year, just hit the thumbs up button. And I was watching this video yesterday, and I was watching this creator, and it's one of those shows where it's kind of like a battle between the sexes. And so they were going back and forth on this video. And then the guy, he says in the video, as he's talking, he says, I've been working so hard around the clock to get the microphones and the speakers and everything all set up. And it's so crazy to hear him say that, because what's going on, Stanford Guardian? How are you, friend? And, I understand what he goes through, because, it's like we have to work around the clock, and YouTube or any of the social media companies, they're not going to want you to get too big too fast. They're not going to want you to have too many things going on for yourself. So there's a couple videos I'm going to show you today. There's a couple videos. Mr. Waldo Baldo, good to see you, my friend. Good to see everybody. The one, what is going on? I love Yahweh. Les Paul, how is everybody? Victor, how are you, my friend? Nice to see everybody. Rep YO, what is going on? What's going on? How M&M Mangy. Public View Media. Groundhog. What's going on, Groundhog? How are you, man? So I'm going to show you guys this video. I actually, DLZ Clips sent me this early this morning. And I guess this morning for me was 12:30. I think I woke up at 12:30. I worked until 4, so I got almost 8 hours of sleep, which was really great. And then as soon as I got going at 12:30, 12:45, DLZ Clips had sent me over this video that someone had contacted Team Delete Laws and said, hey, take a look at this. And I was like, okay, I'll take a look at that. And what you guys are going to see is, I've reached out to this feller too. I reached out to him and I asked him if he could jump on a call with me. I sent him an email. I left several comments on the original video trying to find him so I could interview him, because I really want to know exactly. I want to know if those pigs got punished for what they did. Out of control pigtail. Yeah, this is a good looking woman cop. This good look. Do you guys remember the last 2 Las Vegas Metro Police Department piggies that I saw that were pigtails? And there was a blonde, and she was pretty smoking hot. And then there was a black girl, probably mixed, but she was pretty smoking hot too. And I mean, look, a good looking woman's a good looking woman. Doesn't change just because you're a piece of garbage. But good looking's good looking. So she's a pretty good looking woman. So in this video that you're going to see right here, if you actually take a look at this woman, which I edited this, I've been editing from 12:45 to 6:45. I finished editing 10 minutes ago. Didn't even have time, had time to take Charlie out, take a walk. He took a pee, and I said, that's it. We got to go. I got to show this video. I got to interview a woman tonight whose father was killed by Las Vegas Metro Police Department. That interview happens tonight in a couple hours. And then I'm going to meet with somebody else after that or before that. So the next like 3 or 4 hours of my life is really condensed, but I'm going to be with you guys for the next 45 minutes or so. We're going to go over 2 different videos. The video I'm going to show you right now is from Raymond Rubio. I believe, is that right? DLZ Clips, is his name Raymond Rubio, or was that a different name? I wasn't sure what his actual name was because it could have been a different guy. But you guys are going to be blown away with what you're going to see. What? Not really. We're so used to seeing that cops abuse us regularly, that you get abused as soon as the cops pulled me over the other night. Cops pulled me over the other night. You guys saw this, the short of that, just the where the and they said, we know who you are. If you're going to get out of the car, come talk to us. I said, sure. So I walked up to there's 4 cops. They all have guns. They all got tasers. They all got sticks and radios. And I walk up to them and they're standing in front of the car. And I'm like, whoa, I don't want to, what am I being detained? He's like, yeah, you're being detained. And then he grabs me and drags me over to the front of the car. Well, you fat pig, I could have slammed you on your freaking head. You pigs who grab me, you don't understand. It makes me so mad that these pigs grab us. If there wasn't the respect for the rule of law, not for the pig, for the respect for the rule of law, because I'm not a tyrant, I'm not a thug, I'm not a bully, I don't hurt people in the streets. But if I did, and those so many times now in the past year, 3 or 4 pigs have grabbed their hands on me. Bro, I can body slam you. Don't you know that? I'm 200 pounds and 5'8". I can body slam you. I'm a little more than 200 pounds. I'm a little more. Blowed away. I like to say, I know the proper nomenclature and the proper verbiage. I just prefer to say blowed away instead of blown away. I think blowed away is kind of a more funny. It's almost like push the button, hit the button, hit the like button. Listen, I'm going to let this play. Now there's a Twitter version. There's a Twitter version now. Now what I do is I put one video file here, one video on top of it. I blur the top video file and I put go to Twitter. And so now on Twitter, this exact same video that I'm going to show you, the entire video is on Twitter. Huh, what's up, Playboy? So let me share with you guys. And this is going to set you back on your chair a little bit. It's going to piss you off a little bit. It definitely pissed me off a lot, to be honest with you. This pissed me off a whole bunch. But there's nothing I can really do about it. I just have to show you guys what happened. And I wonder if Marissa ever got punished for clearly stopping a guy. So this is a Terry stop. I want to make that abundantly clear. The video you're about to see right now is a Terry stop. What is a Terry stop? A Terry stop is when we avoid the 4th Amendment that says no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause. Probable cause is when you have broken the law. That's it. That's what probable cause is. You've broken the law. We saw you do it. That's probable cause. Now we can engage with you. Terry versus Ohio in 1968 allowed any pigtail to say, oh, I'm suspicious of you. And then the pigtail starts punching the guy in the face and attacking him because she knows the other guy's going to jump on. She's about 100 pounds and she's just throwing punches at this guy as they hold him down and a dog will attack him. So obviously I had to spend a couple hours sitting here editing this because I didn't want, most of my videos are getting demonetized. So we're getting some of them back through appeals and stuff, but they come out demonetized and they stay demonetized until the fervor is over. And then they monetize them after everybody's watched them. I mean, that's what's happening. So I spent several hours editing this so that YouTube wouldn't demonetize my video. But let's take a look at this. I'm going to let this play. I'm going to try not to interrupt it because it's so frustrating. But when you see what you're about to see, this is not a very happy thing to see. This is really hard to watch. So let me go like this. That bad chicken is right there. What does that look like there? All right. So the copper's name is Marissa Berkdahl. Marissa Berkdahl, she should not be a pig. Marissa Berkdahl belongs. I mean, to be honest with you, I'd like to fight her. I'd like to fist fight her. She wants to punch men when they're being held down. I want to fight her. Listen, if we're even, if the genders are even, and women can punch me, then I want to fight. I want to fight Marissa Berkdahl. I want to fight her. Put her in a cage, and I want to fight her. She's a 100-pound girl who clearly cheap-shotted Raymond. Raimondo, over and over. She cheap shotted him, tried to choke him. Like, she did everything wrong that she could have done to him. I'd like to beat her up. She shouldn't be allowed to attack men and men not fight her. I'm being honest. I'm serious. When you watch this video, you're going to want to punch her yourself, but you're not allowed to punch people. It's against the law. So with that being said, without further ado, let's get into this and try not to puke.
Do me a favor, take your hands out of your pockets. Huh? Well, people are calling about you.
Of course they are.
What's going on?
What did I do?
Well, they're saying you're looking into vehicles.
I did not.
Okay. Did you exchange words with someone?
Brown, I'm a beaner.
I don't think it's because of that.
You know it is. Just keep it real. Racist.
So he called himself a beaner. He said, I'm a beaner. That's why they're suspicious of me. But the truth is, she was suspicious of him. And that's all. Nobody called in on him. Nobody.
What?
It's racism.
It's not racism.
It is racism. It is.
Well,
you don't have to face racism because you're not brown. You're not a beaner. Or you're not black.
How do you know what
You're not a beaner is what he said. That's crazy.
You're white. You see your eyes. You're white. You're a beautiful white girl.
He called her a beautiful white girl.
You're not mixed.
I'm actually mixed, so you can't judge people by their face value.
You don't face what I face every day.
Okay. Are you on?
Okay, so I'm seeing some things in the chat here. No. Marissa should be punched in the face. She should be punched in the face. In a fair fight, she should be punched. This woman is terrible. She's horrible. She's atrocious. Now, so far, the big investigation on me in my entire life, there's no domestic violence, there's no abuse, there's no assaults, there's no battery. So this is mostly hyperbole. But when you watch what this woman does to Raimondo, you're going to want to punch her yourself. She's a terrible person. She's evil. She's a walking devil. And if you don't like it, get the fuck out of my room. I don't care if you're here. I don't want to win you over. Get the fuck out. I don't care if you're here. Leave. I don't care about you. You are the problem in our country, you boot-licking suck toad. Get out of my room. Go have a ham sandwich. Go do something else. I would love to punch Marissa like she punched this dude in the face, like she cheap-shotted him. You haven't seen it yet, so just moderators, just boot him. Get out of my room. I don't give a shit about you. I don't care if you're here. Do you understand that? You're the problem. In a civil war, you would be the people we have to take out. That's what I think about you. And you know what I think about you. I've already said it before. So just want to be clear.
Right now, or do you live somewhere?
Anything I do, white people try to run me, but I do. I look suspicious in everything I do. Mm-hmm. If I walk down the street, like any other white person.
So I learned this from another creator, but I'm putting little Easter eggs in here. If you guys go back and you rewind and you get to the Easter egg, then you got to stop it just at the right time to get it. But I put this Easter egg in here. Yes, I'm suspicious of you was accepted by America because it was just applied to black and brown. Well, that's changed. Now it's anybody the pigs can get and say, I'm suspicious of you, or someone called you in. Wake up, people. It's Terry versus Ohio. Now go tell your friends.
Mm-hmm. If I walk down the street like any other white person, I'm in trouble for what they're doing. We're doing the same thing, but I'm looking suspicious because I'm a beaner. Fucking beaner. And I'm from America. I'm born.
Are you on parole or probation? Nope.
Bro, you are not a beaner. You don't call yourself a beaner.
Are you on the streets right now, or
no?
Not at all? Do you have a home?
Look at his shoes. His shoes are white. Homeless people don't have white shoes that they put in a closet and put on in the morning and take off at night. Of course he's not homeless. She's not a very good pig, is she?
I don't want to go. Do I have to?
Huh?
Do I have to be home?
No.
I'm 31 years old.
No, I'm just curious.
Everybody else is not home. So you're going to make me go?
I'm not going to make you go home. I'm just asking you if you're on the streets or...
Life.
Easy.
Well, you don't face what happened. If you did, you wouldn't understand. Now they bring one up, and then they one big.
Can you do me a favor and take off your backpack? Can you do me a favor and take off your backpack?
Take your backpack off. Take your backpack off.
Excuse me, what am I doing?
Take your backpack off.
Can you explain what this
Before
is
you go on the ground, take your backpack off.
The deputy was responding to a call of a suspicious person breaking into cars in the Evans Mills subdivision. Sheriff's officials say Canaris did not comply. Watch what happens next.
You can match in the description someone trying to break into people's cars.
I'm not breaking anyone's car.
Why? Where am I doing?
Because you're acting strange, like you're under the influence of something.
Of course I am, because I'm abused.
Okay. Don't.
There she is, right there.
I'm telling you right now, you better knock it off and you get back.
Did you see what Marissa did? The woman I said that if she's going to attack a man, she should have to fight a man. I mean, probably not me because I'm way bigger and stronger than she is. But watch what she does. As soon as the other pig gets there, she doesn't say, "Hey, I want to detain you for my safety." She doesn't say, "Hey, we're gonna put our hands on you." She doesn't do anything like that. He's shown no violence. He's talking to her about experiencing racism from police. That the police will say, because you're brown, I'm suspicious of you. Show me where the violence is. He's got both of his hands up above his chest. They're at his nipple level.
Why? Where am I doing?
Because you're acting strange, like you're under the influence of something.
Of course I am.
So why can't he be under the influence of something walking down the road? That's how far it's gone, the prohibition.
Because I'm abused.
Okay.
Now she just attacked.
Don't.
Relax, you're gonna get bit by a dog. I'm telling you right now, you better knock it off and you get bit by a dog. I'm gonna let him out.
I didn't do
I'm
nothing.
gonna let him out. You better knock it off.
I'm not doing
Then
nothing.
let it go. Then relax. Or I'm gonna let that dog out. He's gonna bite you. You understand me right now? I'm gonna bite you. It's just an arrest.
I'm
We're
not.
telling you to lawfully do something. We'll explain it in a second. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna get bit. You're not getting locked
Oh
up.
my God! What the hell?
She's choking him.
Give us your hand. Give us your hand. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. You're gonna get bit.
Get on your stomach.
Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach.
I did, man. I'm sorry.
Give me your hand. Stop pulling away. Stop pulling away. Yeah, I got his right hand. Hold on, hold on.
Do you hear the whacks? That's them hitting him with a flashlight in the face.
Put your arm behind your back. You had every option to listen. You did what? You fought us. You did. You didn't do anything.
Okay, I got the right hand.
Get the dog, please.
Put your left hand behind you. Get with your dog and bring it back.
Oh.
Once you get hooked,
Please. Get the dog. Oh my God. Please, God. Help me, Lord Jesus.
He's praying to
Please,
Jesus.
God. Oh, sorry. What did I do?
Okay, good.
Please get the dog, please.
Write in the chat where you think the dog is biting him at. Where do you think the dog's biting him right now? Write it down in the chat in the comment section. Where do you think the dog's got a hold of him?
Stay on the ground.
I am. Oh.
285 code for one detained.
Oh, please, man. Please.
telling you right now, you better knock it off. You can be a bad dog. I'm gonna let him out.
I didn't do nothing.
I'm gonna let him out. You better knock it off.
I'm not doing
Then
nothing.
let it go. Then relax. Or I'm gonna let that dog out. He's gonna bite you. You understand me right now? I'm gonna bite you. It's just an arrest.
I'm not.
We're telling you to lawfully do something. We'll explain it in a second. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna get bit.
Getting locked up?
You're not getting locked
Oh
up.
my God! What the hell? What, man?
Look at the 100-pound girl. First of all, she punches him. She attacks him by throwing a right across his neck. And after the punch lands, she then begins to choke him. Look. Why do you think I hate her? Look. So number one, he's facing the canine pig, who he's looking at him and saying, why am I under arrest? Marissa, the female cop, watch. She's just, that arm is flying in. That's slow motion. Whack. She hits him in the throat when he's not looking. Look at his body. Look. His whole body flies back. I had to edit this frame by frame. Look. I don't care who you are. 100 pounds hitting you in the neck, it will hurt you. Look what she does. And he's not even resisting. He's just asking what's going on. Look at her back here. She picks a fight with a full-grown man knowing that she won't get punched by a man. It's crap. It's absolute crap. It's wrong and it shouldn't happen. Now look, he's just talking. Look at this evil demon. Watch her. No warning, lets go of the shoulder and whacks him in the throat and jerks him back by his neck. I don't care who you are. That hurts. A 10-year-old kid can do that to you and it hurts.
Getting locked up.
Oh my God! What the hell?
You're getting locked up is what he says. For what? He was doing nothing but walking down the road and she decided she was suspicious. That's it. That's the total crime. It's a Terry stop. Now she's choking him. She lands on top of him, but she has the wherewithal to look at the arm flexing into his neck. Look. She's got her body propped up to create a plank position so that she could get more pressure on the man's neck, who has never in any way shown any violence or any resistance at all. He's done nothing but say, you're suspicious of me because it's racism. Now, right here, it's going to blur in a second. And just so you know, it blurs because she punches him square in the face. There it is right there. She cheap shots him right in the face. Did you hear that thug sound? I didn't put the whack in right there. There was the whack. The sound you hear is his face. So now he's on his belly. He's on his belly. Look at this sadistic canine pig. Watch him. How slowly and methodically he goes over. There's no rush. He just looks over. She's got him. They got him hemmed up. He's laying right there. Feet flat on the ground. He's not fighting at all. His shoes are white. So he turns over on his stomach. And then he has the dog attack him. Stealing. He's turned around and is face down. And whatever that word is, I think it's a German word. He's giving him attack commands to attack a man who is laying face down with a woman on top of him. And that woman is punching him. He's done nothing wrong.
Stealing.
The dog is biting him in the small of his back, in his side, on the back of his body, toward where your love handles are. The dog is biting.
Watch your leg. Watch your leg. Watch your leg. King twist. We got 10-10.
So in the unedited version on Twitter, that's on my Delete Laws Twitter, it's there right now. You guys can see it. It's on Delete Laws on Twitter. I posted it before we went live here. So if you want to watch it, what you'll see is that the sadistic canine pig is having his dog attack him. But if he only used his two hands, there would be no need to have a dog biting him. He's never shown any violence. None.
That's like, confirm you copy that 10. We need more units.
Yeah, that's right.
Put your arm behind your back. You had every option to listen. You did what? You fought us. I mean, you did. You didn't do anything. I can't really.
Put your left hand behind you.
So the cop is acting like, you'll see it on the Twitter video. The canine pig's acting like, oh, I can't call the dog off yet. I'm not sure if we have control. Raymondo has never shown any sign of resistance at all. Zero.
There you go. Once you get him hooked, let him go.
The dog's teeth are in Raymondo. The dog's teeth are in his back now. The dog is breathing out the side of his mouth because his teeth are in the man.
Get the dog! Oh my God! Please, God, help me, Lord Jesus. Please, God. What did I do?
Nothing.
Please get the dog with me.
He's done nothing. That's when he let the dog let the teeth out. So this pig has got the dog, and the dog is tearing and ripping and tugging on Raymondo's. He's in this. So look where the dog is attacking. You can't see it, but the dog, there's his underpants right here. The dog is biting him in the back where his wrists should go if they were going to cuff him behind his back, but they don't care about that. They want to torture him. They can't even get his hands down there because the dog's head would be in the way. See, now he pulls him off. Does Raymondo look like he was resisting at all? He's laying face down. You got 100-pound chick on top of him. I could smack her with one arm and knock her on her ass. He's laying belly down. Look. And she's beating on him. It's disgusting. There was never a need to release that dog.
You guys can clear. So she's here contacting him. It looks like he's getting a little froggy on her. So I pull up right here. She's telling him, hey, I'm...
Absolute lie. Every word this pig says is an absolute. Every word the pig says is a lie. Pigtail just decided he looked suspicious and Terry stopped him. Terry stops go bad all the time because there's no probable cause. Raymondo now has to be interrogated because Pigtail said, I'm suspicious. This is why Terry versus Ohio has to go. Without probable cause, she could not do this to him. Watch the uncensored version on Twitter. Pigtail is super tough with men backing her up. Without probable cause, attacks Raymondo. He's
telling him, hey, what I perceive is we need to check you. Was what I was thinking that she was getting at as I'm getting out of the car. And he says, hey, and he starts backing away on her. So she grabs, and I walk up and grab his arm. He immediately tenses and starts digging down and pulling. I gave him half a dozen commands. So he's going to get bit.
Lies.
Not half a dozen, probably 3 or 4 commands. I'm going to bite him. He even looked at me and my dog. Yeah, all right. And is like, all right. And so the fight was on. Hey, dude, thanks for showing up, man. I appreciate it. I'll see you around.
You see it? Just like in James Sheets. Look at this. Look at this C-word show up. Look at her show up. You think she'd try to punch a man in the face without someone backing her up? You think she'd try that? 100-pound little chick like that? Look how proud she is of herself. Look what I did. She even gives a little smile later. But what really makes me sick about all these pigs, this pig comes running up, fist bump, way to be a sadist. Canine cops just, and look at him laughing and smiling. The man was attacked. He made no victims. He hurt nobody. He was doing nothing wrong but walking down the street, and these pigs attacked him.
I appreciate it. I'll see you around.
Look at her. And people wonder why I said I'd like to punch her in the face. I'd love to.
What?
Yeah, so I get here, and I can tell outside he's for him about it. He's 11 by 6, right? He rolls up, I told him to take out his backpack, he's like, oh, why? So he's like, we're coming back up, so I grab a can. He's like, whoa.
I'm actually off.
Give him plenty of commands. Like,
She's lying the entire time. She's not saying any truth at all whatsoever. She started off by lying, saying she got a call. She didn't get a call. There was no call, period, none. And now look at her swagger as she tells the story, how, you know, she fought a guy who didn't fight back, how she beat on a guy who didn't fight back. Look at her jostling her body around back and forth. Watch how animated she is as she tells her story of abuse.
I told him to take out his backpack. He's like, oh, why? So,
oh, why take off my backpack? Because it's an illegal search and seizure. We have it on body cam. This woman should be charged. She should be put in prison. She should be put in prison It's on camera. We saw what happened. None of what they're saying is true. Not a single pig on site has told the truth. They're all lying and backing up each other's lies. The video isn't lying. We saw what happened. He was like, whoa. He never did any movements as fast as she did. You see this where she describes what he did? He never moved that fast, ever. No, he did not do that. That's a lie. That's not true.
Actually off.
Give him plenty of commands. Like, hey.
You gave him plenty of commands. You didn't. You blindly attacked him when he wasn't looking by starting off by punching him in the throat. You.
I was standing right there when the radio was like, dead. So.
He warns him, like, hey, don't fuck around.
Yeah.
Oh, he warned him, hey, don't F around? He wasn't effing around. You effed with him for no reason. He wasn't doing anything but walking down the road, and now he's going to jail with 8 pigs around him. He's done nothing wrong.
I went down to the ground, and then he was starting to swing, so I just reached over.
He was starting to swing? Where? Go to Twitter and watch it. Show me where he's swinging.
Grab my door, let the dog out.
You didn't grab your door and let the dog out. You slowly walked over there while she was on top of him, beating on him.
Told him again, you better stop.
You didn't. You walked out and said, my dog's going to bite you. I'm going to have my dog bite you. I'm going to have my dog bite you. He hadn't done anything other than not wanting to go in torture cuffs.
Continued to almost roll with her.
He began to almost roll with her, is what he said. He never rolled with the 100-pound girl. You roll around in wrestling practice. This woman would not be equipped to roll around with a guy of my caliber. She wouldn't. And if I tried to roll around with her, I'd crush her like a grape.
He continued to almost roll with her, and I just put him on him.
And you just put him on him. They make it sound like it all happened so quick. It wasn't quick.
Everybody all right? Not injured?
Did you see it? When he says, is everybody all right? Watch her do her quick smile. Watch.
Not injured? Yeah, okay. A bit.
You're walking down the road 1 second, just out. You're 31 years old. You're walking down the street in Minneapolis. You haven't done anything wrong. You're just walking. The next thing you know, within a 5-minute time frame, you're under arrest. You're in torture cuffs. The cops have punched you in the face dozens of times. The guy pulled out his mag light and was punching him. Go to Twitter. Let me drop the link for you guys. Go to Twitter and watch it. Here. Go to Twitter and watch the whole thing. It's horrible. It's horrible. When you see it, when you actually watch it, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's on Twitter under delete laws. It It's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. But that's not the only video I'm going to show you tonight. I'm going to show you another video. We got about 20 minutes left and I got to go. I got a meeting. But it's just disgusting. And, you know, I'm not, and just for the people here who I'm not trying to win you over. I think that when the Civil War comes, you'll be the people we got to bury. So I don't care about you. I think that there's going to come a day where we're going to go into a civil war in our country, and the people in the comment section boot licking and cop sucking, those are going to be the people that have to be taken out. That's what I see coming. I see it coming. It's only a matter of when it comes. I mean, look at what we're seeing, and it's all over the place. It's everywhere. It's ubiquitous across the country, from Florida to California. Everywhere you go, cops are doing this to people and saying, "I'm suspicious of you." That's what I'm talking about. That's what I keep on saying. And for some reason, people just don't hear it. So here's another one. Here's another one. This is another video that when you see it, you're going to go, you got to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. It's so unbelievable. It is so unbelievable. You've never seen anything like it. If you've ever seen the movie called Bad Lieutenant with Nicolas Cage, that's what this reminded me of. And when I sent it to DLZ Clips earlier, it was so funny. I was talking to a guy outside of the gym yesterday, and this guy I was talking to, he said to me, well, he knew what I did. He recognized me and said, "Hey, are you that guy, Delete Laws?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm him." And we started talking, and he said to me, "Chille, you know, I've never had a problem with cops. Like, you know, I don't understand, you know, how come you feel the way you do?" And I said, "Bro, you can't imagine that the cops would just walk up to you randomly, attack you, or plant drugs on you. You couldn't fathom that. To you, in your mind, that is simply not true, correct?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, "Well, let me show you this video. The same video I'm going to show you right now. The cops walk up to this guy and decide he's this." Let me show you the video. He walks up to him and attacks him, arrests him, puts him in the torture cuffs, plants drugs on him. You know, the whole drug planting thing here, because I went further than this video. I dug in, and I actually have a couple things I'm going to show you. I got a couple articles I'm going to show you after this video. This is pretty crazy what you're going to see. You're going to see Bad Lieutenant from the movie Bad Lieutenant, starring Harvey Keitel, was in the first version, and Nicolas Cage version, in my opinion, is the better version. Even though I like Harvey Keitel better as an actor, people often tell me that I remind them of Harvey Keitel. So I'm a huge Harvey Keitel fan. Nicolas Cage, though, his performance in Bad Lieutenant is the rewrite of the film, and the production of the film, in my humble opinion, is better in Nicolas Cage's remake of Bad Lieutenant. However, Harvey Keitel's Bad Lieutenant is pretty bad. Pretty bad. But the line that Nicolas Cage has in Bad Lieutenant in the remake, it is so, he goes, no, I'm not going to, I can't say it. I can't say it. I mean, I don't even know if I'm allowed to show, you know, the Chinese YouTube censors. I don't know if I'm allowed to show you guys the reality of the world without me getting hammered. So anyway, watch this one. This is where the cop just runs up and just randomly picks a guy and then just randomly grabs another guy and puts him in torture cuffs. Just randomly says, "Oh, you were here, right? You're under arrest." You know what it reminded me of? I'm not sure if you guys have done a lot of history research or not, but there was the 1921. It's called the Perry Race Riots, Perry, Perry Race Riots. And this is about a school teacher in town who had been raped and killed. And the whole town was trying to find who killed and raped this school teacher. And when they couldn't find out who had raped and killed the school teacher, these guys just decided it was this black guy. The black guy did it. And so then they took a mob of people and they went to go lynch him. And when they got there, he had a group of people there and they said, "It wasn't him. He was with us when she was raped and killed. We weren't even around." And so then the guys said, "Okay, we're going to hang him and we're going to hang all you too." And then they did. And it's called the Perry Race Riots. That's what this video reminds me of. It's 100 years later, the 2023 Perry race riots, only they don't get lynched. They just get, well, you'll see it for yourself. It's pretty disgusting. It's pretty disgusting. Pretty sick.
You gotta have that temp tag down, man. Temp tag needs to be down lower. 625. Why don't you just sit in the car? What I do?
So his temp tag, this guy pulls up and says, your temp tag is too high on the back of your window. That's his crime so far. His temporary tag was too high.
You gotta have that
That's the cop who went to prison for doing this, and he did a bunch of other stuff too.
temp tag down, man. Temp tag needs to be down lower. 625. Why don't you just sit in the car? What I do? 625. Sit in the car. Get in the car. That's expired, is it not? Well, what did I do? Sit in your car.
Look at that cop walk up and grab him for no reason. You don't get to grab me, bro. It's got to change.
Sit in your car. Sit in the car.
So this man has 4 children and no criminal record. He's never been arrested ever.
All right, I'll take your license and your proof of insurance.
Remember what I said. This man right here has never been arrested. He's never been charged with a crime. He's never been accused of a crime. This man is named Mr. Brown. He's never been arrested.
What did I do? 65, a suspicious vehicle.
A suspicious vehicle is from 1996, Wren versus United States, which is an extension of what? Terry versus Ohio. I'll put it in the chat so you guys can read it.
Just stand over there. At the BP station, 3rd Nicollet. It's an unlicensed vehicle, sir. Hey, I need your license and proof of insurance. Your temp tag is expired. Can I be any more clear to you?
I got the registrations right there. That's what I was trying to tell you.
You need to have license plates on your car. Give me your license and your proof of insurance, or you're going in handcuffs. God damn.
What has he done wrong? Why is he so mad at him?
All my registration tags.
No proof of insurance?
The last flight may be at 3rd and Franklin. They don't believe there's a BP at 3rd and Nicholas.
Yeah, I'm at 3rd and Franklin. All right, step on the car.
Copy.
Surround, translate back.
In 5050, start to Sackable. Copy.
Why are you driving without a license, man? Huh? That's kind of stupid, isn't it?
Should we clear starter fuel? That on your phone. Copy.
Let's go.
The man had never been put in handcuffs before.
Anything illegal in the car? Spread your feet.
You see how he's holding silent?
You see it. 6580 on code 4.
Copy code 4, 2257.
Hi, can I help you?
Copy.
You see how they can hide by planting drugs? All they have to do is aim their body cam one way or another, and there's nobody filming them. I mean, that's really the government's concern, where our temporary tag is and if our license plate can be seen. It's just so stupid.
started. Let's work all 3. Copy. And are you close 4 for them?
So what's he doing here?
Are you close 4 for EMS?
He's
What's
screwing.
your code 4? That's 2258.
Can't really tell what he's doing. He's putting something together. He's going to go to the car and discover the drugs there. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Typing in the guy's information.
We'll copy your code 42301.
It's going to find you're going to be able to see it plain as day, the drugs. I don't know what happened here. What is that? Okay, so that's a bundle of drugs right there. That's what people wrap up cocaine and meth. They put it in money and they fold it up like that. But this man's name is Mr. Brown and he has no criminal record. He has nothing to do with drugs. So I don't know where this came from. I'm going to show you the news articles in a second.
What's your buddy got in your car? What is it? What is this? Huh? What does that look like to you? You don't know? No idea, huh? What would you guess it'd be? You have no idea? Alright, I'll just tell your fucking car. That's not mine. You were the one right here, weren't you? Yeah, I was. Yeah, put your hands behind your back. What? Put your hands behind your back right now. What? I don't want. What? What do I do? Stop. What do I do? Stop it. Stop moving. What do I do?
121.
What do I do?
He hadn't done anything. He was just standing there.
Your buddy said that and the door is yours. What?
Sorry, I'm sorry. What happened?
Nothing happened. Get back. Get back away from me.
What's mine?
Quit.
What's
Stop
mine?
moving. Stop moving.
What is mine?
Stop.
I just asking because I just came to get him. That's
Okay, you can stand back there.
What is mine?
Get out of here.
What is mine?
Oh, so if this pig can be strung out on drugs and on a crazy meth bender, then no other pig could do it, right? You're about to find out what this pig actually was doing.
What is mine? What is mine, sir?
Cocaine in your door?
Hell no! What the fuck? Cocaine in the door? Hell no! How you say something
Dude,
is
just
mine?
relax, okay?
Well, how you say something is mine?
Just
Ain't nothing
relax.
mine.
Relax.
What the fuck?
Okay?
Yeah, how can you say something is mine? Ain't nothing mine. What the fuck?
just give me 1 second and he's gonna go with you, okay? I don't like when people walk up to me. Okay. Step back here.
If you haven't figured out now, Ty Jindra, a former Minneapolis police pig, was strung out on methamphetamines and drugs. And wait till you read it. Hold on.
What do you mean something's mine?
He's just making
Well, it's
things up.
either yours or his, right?
No.
No.
Hey, nothing's mine. Hey, nothing's mine, son. Nothing.
I'm not gonna cuff you. You're gonna walk away from me, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cuff your buddy.
And there's no third party looking over this guy to see what he's doing and if he's on drugs or not. There's no third party to test him. The cops tell them when they're getting tested. They make sure they're clean for the test. Then they pass the test. He's been strung out on meth for years. That man had
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands right behind your back, okay? All right, put your hands on your head.
still giving directives as he let him go.
Let your fall on top of that thing. I think it might have down there. All right.
Do you hear his speech slurring because he's on drugs?
On top of that garbage can.
He's struggling to speak coherently.
Put your license plate in your window. All right? Put your license plate. Put your license plates on.
Did you hear that? He couldn't coherently say what he wanted to say because he's all methed out.
Put your license plate. Put your license plates on.
That's why I just got it today for my brother. That's why I was trying to explain to you that the plates and the registrations is all right there in the window.
All right.
Can I show you?
I'm gonna give you a break. You have the license, you know that, right?
Yes, but because I was.
You're going to give him a break? You just tortured him and put him through hell. Ramon Brown will later say that he thought he was going to be George Floyd.
Excuse my brother car. Can I show you the plates?
Go ahead.
I'll show you. The guy who you bought the car from, he told my brother, he said, don't put him on until June 2nd. He said, don't put him on until.
Well, it's July.
So you figure that this cop over here would realize that this one over here is all methed out on drugs. No. He enabled the pig to rip people off for years.
Oh, well, yeah, I know, but he been having a car sitting.
All right. Put him on.
Should have a yellow tag.
I just pulled off because it was expired a month ago.
That's what I'm saying. It's my brother's car. I didn't.
All right.
I just farmed.
All right.
All right.
All right. Thanks, guys. What's that?
So I want to show you guys something. So I actually followed down the rest of this story. What's up, Eric Trujillo? I've been doing a fundraiser for you for the past 3 days. Someone sent me $10 in last night. I'm going to put that $10 in your fundraiser. But I want to show you guys a couple other things. So I tracked down the rest of this case because I wanted to know more about it. And here's the rest of the case. I thought I was going to be George Floyd. That's what he says right here. I thought I was going to be just like George Floyd. So now let's read this right here. Ramon Brown sues Minneapolis former officer after he's pulled over for no reason and car searched. Put a 1 in the chat if you've heard that cops pull people over for no reason, but you never believed it. You do now, don't you? Minneapolis police officer Ty Jindra searched the car of Ramon Brown on July 5th, 2019 in Minneapolis. A federal jury found Jindra violated Brown's civil rights for the illegal search and along with the illegal stops and searches leading to, did you see this? Leading to Jindra's conviction and imprisonment in a federal corrections facility in Pennsylvania. Pig went to prison. Ramon Brown recalls Minneapolis following him in his squad car, ordering him to get out, accusing him of having expired tags, and handcuffing him. What did I do? Jindra, as a federal court case later revealed, that made the police stop because he was looking for drugs to feed his addiction. So wait a minute. Hold on a second. If Jindra, during a federal court case, later revealed that he had the police stop because he was looking to score drugs for his addiction, then isn't it a possibility that there's other pigs who are addicted to drugs? Is that a possibility? Is it possible that more than Ty Jindra is a drug addicted pig? Now, it would be one thing if Ty Jindra was a drug addicted pig and did all these things. That's not the worst part of this. The worst part of this is you're going to find out that the other cops knew about it and enabled him. Defund. I've said since I came on here, defund is stupid. We're not going to be able to defund the police. We have to have someone in charge of security. We do. We have to defund police. Get rid of police. I'm going to read you the article. So frustrating. Convicted last year of 5 federal felonies, 38 months in prison for doing that. He should be in prison for 10 years. Brown, who is black, is now suing Jindra. He's seeking Brown's Minneapolis attorney, Joshua, is $50,000. That's it. That's it. I would have asked for more than that. The city attorney's office is in the progress of reviewing the lawsuit and has no other comment. Of course, because whoever the city attorney is that works with the pigs, that's what they do. We'll pay attention to it was the only comment from Peter Wald, Jindra's Minneapolis attorney. We will pay attention to it. Oh, God. Brown, now 30, is a forklift driver with 4 children. 2 of him are living with him and his companion in northern Minneapolis. State court files show he has no criminal record. The guy who was just put in cuffs, treated like garbage, he had no criminal record. Other body camera footage turned up more instances of questionable searches. Pocketing drugs he seized. Releasing the people he detained without arresting them. He was terminated in 2020. Jindra's attorney, he simply cut corners and threw drugs away that he seized. That Jindra was using police stops to get individuals to reveal the bigger drug dealers were. The jury convicted him on 5 counts, including confiscating drugs for personal use. In an interview week, Brown said he and a friend were driving and blah, blah, blah. I want to get to the other article here because I read several articles on this. I'm going to give you a break. I wonder how the drugs got planted there. But I want to read this to you here. This gets even better. Let me. Here's the article where you find out that the other cops who were sitting right next to him, they knew what he was doing. Defund. We have to get rid of all the term law enforcement, police, cop, got to go. We got to get rid of it. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is with a state governor who says we no longer call these guys cops. They're called peace officers. They wear peace officers' uniforms. They're camera equipped, and the cameras will then call for other people if we have to go hands-on. But the idea that cops can go hands-on is just so normal now. These filthy pigs grab me all the time. Let me tell you something, you filthy pigs. You wouldn't grab me if I was alone, and you wouldn't grab me if you were alone. You wouldn't put your hands on me if you were alone. You wouldn't, because I'd body slam you. Plain as day. Plain as day. It makes me sick. It makes me sick sharing this with you guys. So now I want to show you where the cop says he knew all about it. He knew all about it. So let me see what you guys can see. So here it is. Facing sentencing, convicted former police officer Ty Jindra now admitting that he did in fact take drugs from people that he pulled over in traffic stops. I am ashamed and I feel extremely guilty for abusing my position to take pills. Take pills? No, bro, you're addicted to meth. Stop lying. And I admit to committing the crimes that I've been convicted of. However, the U.S. Attorney's response in its own memorandum Thursday said that Jindra is only admitting his guilt to attempt to gain leniency. The court should give little or no weight to Jindra's conveniently timed expression of contrition. A date for sentencing has not yet been set by the U.S. District Judge Donovan Frank, who presided over. Now, we got to find out how many fraternal order of police is District Judge Donovan Frank a part of? How many police banquets a year does he go to? How many cops does he donate to? How many policemen benevolent funds does Judge Donovan Frank donate to? How often is he presented awards from different police departments? These are the facts. This is why our country's ruined. The U.S. attorney is seeking a sentence of 3 years and 5 months. That's it for arresting, for doing what he was doing. He should go in prison for 10 years. If I did that to people, I'd be in prison for 10 years. I want to show you this. This is really disheartening. I've read a bunch of articles on this today, so this is not the right article either. So that's this one here. 1 second. Let me find the article I read today. This is really bad. This is horrifically bad to read this. It's really disgusting. But I want you to read what the other cop said, that he was really good at finding stops to steal the drugs off of people. Here it is. Okay. So now look what the other cop said. And so we need to defund police. We need to get rid of law enforcers. The term law enforcement isn't real. All you people calling them law enforcement, it's not a real term. It's made up. They made it up. So they'd be tough guys. We're enforcers. And the mentality of what being a law enforcer is that, oh, over the line, dude, over the line, kill him. That's the problem. That's the problem. But now here, read this right here. I know he liked to make stops in order to find drugs, said Daniel Payne, an officer sometimes paired with Jindra, who testified earlier this week. Payne described himself as a friend of Jindra's, was a witness for the prosecution. Well, if he was a witness for the prosecution, he should have been charged as an accomplice. I know he liked to make stops in order to find drugs. It's just, it's the same shit. It's the same shit. And people are like, why are you so mean to cops? You can see why I'm mean to cops. How many of you cops watching this right now saying that Chille's such an asshole? He's such a prick. He's so bad. And you're keeping secrets for pigs. And you're the good cop. You don't steal. You don't lie. You don't take. You're the good cop. How many secrets are you keeping for cops like Ty Jindra? You're a good cop, right? How many secrets are you keeping for Ty Jindras? How many secrets are you keeping for Zach Wester? How many secrets are you keeping for that drop gun that so-and-so dropped? Because all the other cops know. Here's the thing that ex-cop told me on the phone when I was in Colombia and I interviewed him. He said, Chille, all the other cops know. And the thing is the big trust factor is whether or not they can trust you for you not to say anything when they drop a drop drug or drop guns. Defund. Get rid of all of them. Get rid of all of them. We have to get rid of law enforcement in America. We don't want law enforcement. We want rights protectors. Tell me if I'm wrong. How many people want law enforcers here versus rights protectors? There's a very big difference between those two ideologies. You don't hire a security enforcer for your party. You hire a security guard. But as long as we have the term enforcer, this is what we're going to get. This is what we're going to get. I thought you were a mod groundhog. It's just so frustrating for me, you know, and we see this day in and day out and day in and day out, and it never stops. It's just another day, another way. It's just the same old. It just keeps happening. Let me show you another one. I got one more for you because I got 14 minutes left, and then I will get out of here. But actually, one of my Twitter friends sent this to me, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Wow, just crazy. So here's another crazy one that you're going to be like, what the fuck are we talking about here? But this is another one where the cops, so this would be the third video I've showed you where the cops walk up and just attack somebody with no provocation, no warning. The cops just attack people. And that's what we're seeing. That's what we're going to go to a revolutionary war. If they kill me, burn it to the ground. I'm not kidding. I'll be dead. I don't care. Burn it to the ground. I don't want to die. I don't want to die a martyr. But if they kill me randomly, I mean, it's getting to the point now where I either want, if I can't quit, but believe me, there's the thought in my head, dude, you could go and live in Aruba. You could go live in Aruba and enjoy your life. You ever been to Aruba? Aruba's pretty nice. If you've never been to Aruba, I've been. It's pretty incredible. So let me show you guys one more video of the cops just walking up and randomly attacking a person who was not ready, had no idea he was going to be attacked. He ends up suing him.
I don't give a fuck who you're talking to.
Hey, man, what is
Fucking
what I
fucking
do?
attention. Sit
What
the
I
fuck
do?
down. Sit the fuck down. Turn this shit
Hey,
out.
man, record it.
Record it. Look, it's right here.
Okay.
So just so you know, he's done nothing. They're going to say they got a call. So they're suspicious of him.
What did I do?
All right. So
What did
relax.
I do?
If I tell you to look at me and talk to me, you talk to us. All right? This ain't a fucking joke.
No, you don't have to look at him and you don't have to talk to him. That's a fucking joke, bro, that you said that.
I didn't do anything.
All right. What happened?
I'm talking to my
What
sister.
happened?
I wasn't here.
You weren't here?
No.
No. Okay. So do me a favor. Stand up for a second. You're gonna be detained.
Why? I wasn't here.
Until we figure out what the fuck's happening.
Stand up for a second. We want to torture you. This pig knows that they're going to torture him, and the pig putting on the cuffs know that they're going to torture him. Stand up for a second. We're allowed to torture you. But he's posed no threat. He's sitting there. You weren't here? No, I wasn't here. So the situation's being cleared up. But their policies of being a fucking pig are that they get to hurt you upon their request to hurt you.
No. Okay. So do me a favor. Stand up for a second. You're gonna be detained.
Why?
You're going to be detained. I'm going to hurt you and torture you.
I wasn't here.
Until we figure out what the fuck's happening.
It sounds like gang members. They sound like two gang members.
You gotta figure out what's Listen, relax.
Okay, you don't have to judge me though.
No,
I'm
yes, you're being
compliant.
detained. Drop your cigar.
Why does he have to drop his cigar? He's in the lobby of the hotel. He's checking in. He's done nothing wrong. Why do these pigs get to be in charge of him?
Drop your cigar. It's simple, bro. We're here to solve an issue, and you're
We're here to solve an issue.
depriving us from resolving the stupid issue.
No, you're depriving him of his rights, you pig.
All right, listen.
If you don't pay attention to us, listen to us,
Listen.
you don't know what's going on.
Listen.
They're insisting that if you don't pay attention to us and listen to us, listen, we got a call. That's a lie. It's another lie. It's a lie.
We got a call. Listen to me. We got a call that someone threw coffee at a lady.
Okay, so is the lady burned? Is she damaged? Is she in the hospital? Someone threw coffee? Okay, is it over? Or is it the man who threw coffee attacking the woman? If he's not attacking her and she got away, why are the pigs there?
I get here and the witness says it's him. So you're talking to the female. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. I'm like,
No, you did not give him the benefit of the doubt. You walked up and smacked him.
hey, sir, let me talk to you for a second.
That's not what you said.
I'm talking to my sister. No, this doesn't fucking work that way, bro.
Oh, why doesn't it? Why doesn't it work that way? I thought we were free. There was no probable cause. There was nobody saying that he had assaulted them. She pointed him out. That's not true.
I don't know where you're from. I don't know what's
I don't know where you're from, pig.
going on. Okay, that's not how it works.
That is supposed to be how it works. I'm supposed to be free without probable cause being established.
All right. So what happened?
I just got here.
Okay.
He doesn't know anything about whatever situation they're talking about. He just got there.
You're not giving me a chance to talk
Do you
to
work?
you,
Do you
sir.
work here? Do
No,
you live here?
I am from Texas.
And you're staying in this hotel?
No.
Okay, so-
I was on the street, and I knew my nephew was in here.
Who's your nephew? The little baby?
It's my nephew.
Okay. And then this is that your sister-in-law?
Yes, I'm coming to check on them. I wasn't here with her.
Okay.
I just walked in.
No. He's not talking about you. Okay. So
I
continue.
just literally
So where's the issue?
walked in. I was talking to her, trying to get everything calmed down. I'm trying to figure out
Okay.
everything. I'm not being
So
combative.
I'm not saying you're combative, but when we ask you a question, hey, sir.
Okay, but you have to understand.
Uh-huh.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Well, you need to
legally.
understand. We're here. We're running an emergency signal.
What's the emergency signal? You need to understand we're running an emergency signal. Where's the emergency? Who's bleeding out? Who got shot? What's the emergency? Bullshit. He's lying. There's no emergency. He just wants to be a violent thug pig, and we've allowed them to be this way.
Look, for someone to do. Hey, if you don't want to talk, that's fine, dude. I don't give a shit. That's it.
My God, listen to how this pig, a public servant, just talked to a taxpayer.
Hey, if you don't want to talk, that's fine, dude. I don't give a shit. That's it. I'm not talking to you. I'm done.
Call Casey. Call Casey. Call my attorney. Call Casey. Tell her to call my attorney right now. Tell them they got me detained. What hotel we in? Tell them they got me detained for no reason.
Of course. No reason.
Yeah, there's no reason. There's no reason.
No reason at all.
No reason at all.
Call my attorney right now. Get him on the phone.
Just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. And we allow the, you know, the shitty part is that we have allowed this. You wonder why I'm mean to cops. They walk up to people and are just atrocious. At least I don't destroy them if they're not mean to me first. If they start giving me directives, then I beat them up with knowledge. So it's just disgusting. I mean, it's what we're seeing across our country is the word is disgusting. The guy sicks his dog on the guy. The woman says she's suspicious of him, and then she attacks him. And then in the video with Raymondo, they let the dog bite him, and the dog is biting into his back. We see that Minneapolis pig who's all strung out on meth and heroin, whatever else he's doing. He just starts grabbing people, throwing them in torture cuffs. You mean that human beings get addicted to drugs and then they'll do anything to get those drugs? Yes. And are cops human beings? Yes. So that pig, Ty Jindra, there couldn't be another 1,000 pigs just like that one? Yes, there could be. And the other cops knew what he was doing. Defund. Get rid of cops. Get rid of cops. I'm done with them. We have to defund completely and start a new organization called Rights Protectors. When I become governor, I don't give a shit what those contracts are. I don't give a shit what it costs. I'm getting rid of cops. There's not going to be any more cop wherever I'm the governor. There will not be a cop. There will be no more law enforcement. I'm going to wipe it out. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. I'm not. This is what I do every day, all day long. I woke up today. I've done nothing but this. And then I've got an 8 o'clock appointment. So that's in 6 minutes. So I'll wrap with you guys for a minute and try to bring the mood up a little bit. But it's just, it was the Minneapolis Police Department. And that pig's name was Marissa, whatever it was. Marissa, what was that pig's name? That female pig, what they call that pigtail. And people were like, oh, is that Christy Roan? What's going on, Christy Roan? What is going on? There's Christy Roan. How you doing, Christy? I haven't talked to you in a while. Hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing all right. Would love to see more pictures of that baby Juniper. So send some photos of that baby. And I hope you're doing okay, Christy. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch lately. I've been just trying to get ahead here, and I'm not ahead. Still dying. I'm still dying. I just am. When you see what that female cop did and the way she behaved, that should make you want to vomit. What in the world makes you think that it's okay for you to punch a guy in the throat when he's not looking? Like, when did it become okay for cops to sucker punch us? Like, why is it okay for them to use any amount of force that they want on us? Just, they can go from 0 to 10 million. Just grab you and do whatever. That's that pussy bitch ass cop pig, Brendan. I'm sorry, his name was Brandon Bork. Hey, Brandon Bork, LVMPD. Just know something, buddy. I could beat the fucking shit out of you, dude. I could beat the dog shit out of you, bro. I could beat the holy shit out of you. You would have 0 chance against me. Sandoval, I could beat the dog shit out of you, dude. We are the most loving, giving people. the human race is willing to acquiesce to almost anything asked of us, it is coming to the point where we have to become the intrinsic minority, where we say, absolutely not. We will no longer have pigs in this state. There's not going to be another law enforcer in this state. The pigs that have attacked me, Brandon Bork and Jesse Sandoval, don't you guys know? Without your badge and gun on, I can destroy you, bro. The fact that these pigs so easily just grab us. I'm in Vegas, right? I got this thought in my head from that pig in Ironton, Ohio, Chad Goo. I got this thought in my head of becoming a fight promoter here in Vegas and only setting up fights all over the country between pigs and citizens. That's what's in my head right now. And I can't shake it because I literally, without the rule of law, Brandon Bork, I would beat the fucking shit out of you, bro. Jesse Sandoval, I would find you and beat your ass. But I can't do it. It's against the law. It's illegal. So I got this thought in my head and I can't shake it. How many other guys like me hate these pigs? How many other people out there hate these motherfucking pigs? How many others? I hate them. I hate them with a passion. I think about cops and I think about that joke I made about the trolls years ago, you know? What has 150 heads, screams, and goes splat? A bus full of pigs going over a cliff. It's a good start. I just hate them. I hate them beyond the pale. I see these videos day in and day out, and every time I sit there and I edit a video frame by frame by frame by frame by frame. Oh, my friend, you're on the wrong page. Let me just kick you off my page. There you go. You're kicked off my page. Don't come back, bro. You want to respect cops? You're in the wrong place. I hate them. So, I mean, you can see it. I've seen 3 videos today. All 3 videos are cops just randomly attacking people. We're going to go to a civil war. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. How many times does this continue to happen? We just keep seeing it again. And the other day, that pig grabbed me. They pulled me over and they said, oh, come on over here. So I go over there because I recognize the pig. And then the other pig, got any knives on you? I'm like, bro, are you crazy? I'm not going to answer any questions. And then he grabs me. Bro, you're fat and you're out of shape and you've never trained a day in your life. I literally have to let you grab me instead of ducking under your arm and slamming you on your fucking head. I'm just so sick of watching cops abuse people. I'm just so tired of it. So tired of people facing criminal charges. I'm so sick of it. And you filthy pigs, put your hands on me, bro. It just makes me want to just pop. Kick out all cop suckers. If there's any cop suckers in here, boot them out of my room. Get the fuck out of here. I've just seen too much hatred for human beings when human beings are the most loving, giving, nurturing, caring animals on earth is a human being. We are good. Human beings are good. Human beings are good. But these cops are terrible. I want to defund them. I want to get rid of them. I want to get rid of all cops. All law enforcement has to be deleted. Every technical advancement with law enforcement in our country will make us Nazi. We will become a Nazi country where over the line, dude, means death, where infraction means heavy punishment. Because we got a video of you were doing 75 and a 55. We got a video of you doing it. They're doing it to Europeans all over the country. They're doing it to Europeans in all the countries in Europe. Did you know that? If you get from point A to point B too fast, they give you a ticket. It's happening all over Europe. We've got to stop law enforcement in America. There should be no law enforcement in America. We are the land of the free and home of the brave. I've been looking at these videos all day today. I need to take a break. That's what I got to do. But hey, Brendan Bork and Jesse Sandoval, I mean it, guys. I mean it. I'll meet you guys at the gym. and we could be fair and square and legal. I don't need a big hoopla. We don't got to film it, bro. I just want to get you on the mat. That's all I want to do. I just want to get Brandon Bork or Jesse Sandoval. I want to get you on the mat. We don't got to fight, bro. We don't got to fight. We just do a wrestling match. And after I choke you out, I'll pick you up off the mat, and maybe you have a little respect for us. I can't stand these pigs touching me. I can't stand it. I can't stand them touching me. That pig the other day touched me. Get your fucking hands off me, pig. Get your hands off me. I'll show you. Let me show you this video real quick. I'll just show you a little part of it, because I got this set to premiere as soon as they ever will. So YouTube's not there. Whatever. I'll show you. This just, I mean, nothing chaps you more than when pigs grab you. It just chaps me beyond the pale, dude. It's like, so I'll show you what happened. Okay, so watch this. I recognize these pigs. Hey, you pigs, I recognize. I'm not carrying a gun and I'm not carrying a knife to fight you. You guys have, I thought we've seen each other 20 times now. You guys say goodbye to me by name when I leave stops. So watch this and you'll see why I'm mad that the pig put his hands on me. Hey, pig, you fat, out of shape pig. Just understand something. I let you grab me, bro. I let you put your hands on me. I could have slammed you on your freaking head, bro. And before they got there, you'd be bleeding. You'd be leaking. It happens so fast. It happens lightning fast. I can't stand these filthy pigs. I can't stand them. So this is part of a video I'm going to be airing in the next couple days here, if YouTube ever clears it. 4, 5. How many I got? I got 4. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 cops.
Hey, either stay in the car or come over here.
I got, okay, either stay in the car or come over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 cops.
Hey, either stay in the car or come over here.
I got. Oh, cool. I'll come hang with you, dude. That's cool. Okay, so he says either stay in the car or now. I recognize this cop. I've seen this cop 10 times. You know who I am. I've filmed this cop at least 3 times on his stops. I think it's entertaining getting pulled over because like he doesn't know who I am, but I know who you are. Oh, you do? Oh, great. Well, so you see this guy with the great big fat cheeks and the great big fat body who's not in shape, that doesn't do sprints every day. Now you got my. I mean, look at him. Look at him. He's like a balloon. DL number and the whole thing, and now we can do better. He says, "Do you have any knives or anything on you?" Didn't the cop just say, "I know who you are"? I agreed to walk back there to the car. You know I'm not. What, are you new? No, I'm not new. Oh, well, come on. Do you really think I'm a... See, you know I'm not. What, are you new? No, I'm not new. Oh, well, come on. Do you really think... Look at this guy. This guy's going to grab me? Bro, you better get to the gym. You start putting your hands on real men. I'll tell you that right now. You're not man enough to take me on physically, bro. You're just not. Sorry. I'm going to start answering questions. You're asking me if I have any knives on me. This guy said he already knows who I am. He doesn't invite people back if he doesn't know who they are. He said, come back here. And this guy's being an arrogant, pompous asshole. No. But you think I'm going to answer? Oh, I said, I'm not going to let you search me. And so then I said, I'm not going to answer any questions. So then he decides he's going to grab me.
No. Just stand here. Please forward.
Am I being detained?
You're not being. Yes, you are. You're going to have the car.
I know. I know that. But
we're not telling you not to get out of the car.
But everybody,
go ahead and go forward, please.
You see that, bro, fat pig. You're not man enough to grab me, bro. You're not. You haven't put thousands of hours on a mat. You haven't. You're so fat and out of shape, bro. You don't have a right to grab me. That's the problem I have right now and why my eyes are crazy green. This pig is grabbing me. I don't like pigs touching me. He's putting hands on me. Check this out. He's putting hands on me. He's putting. Well, listen. And then he shoved me. You don't have a right to touch my car. Hands on me. Now watch the little shove he does at the end. He's putting. Well, listen. But then he tells me to stay there so he can go look in my car. Right, right, but just you don't have a right to search my car. No. You're not. Don't. He touches me again. Don't get sued, bro. Don't get sued. You see the veins in my neck? I'm getting mad. He keeps touching me. Don't. He doesn't know. Get out of my car now. Am I going inside your car? Don't get in my car. Shut my car door. Get out of my car. Back the fuck up. Don't grab me. Don't violate my rights. Don't violate my Fourth Amendment right to illegal searches and seizures. Or I'll sue you.
We're not.
So that's the problem I have. You don't just get to grab me. I respect the rule of law and order. I'm not just going to strike somebody, but you don't get to grab me, bro. When I audit cops, I'm not carrying my gun. I open carry. So if you don't see a gun on me, then there's no weapons on me. That fat pig doesn't have a right to grab me. That's what I'm fucking mad about. Don't touch me, bro. The only way you can actually touch me is if you use the rule of law. Hey, fat pig, let's just go down to the gym. Let's just go down to the gym. You want to grab me so bad? Let's just go do it. I'm just tired of it. I'm sick of pigs grabbing people. I'm sick of it. So, all right. Just all day long, I've seen just video after video after video where a pig is attacking somebody, and it's just hard to take. I'm just fed up. Like I can feel in my head, like I can just feel it. Like I can feel the pressure in my brain. Maybe that's my high blood pressure. Maybe I should calm down. But don't grab me, pig. Don't put your hands on me, bro. There's going to come a day, bro. There's going to come a day where the people, we rise up against you and we burn all the cop shops to the ground and we change everything. It's going to happen. I just don't know when. I'm going to look outside one day and everything's going to be on fire because of the cops. Then I have to decide, do I want to stay in this country or do I want to leave until the Civil War is over? Because they're going to need leadership when this thing's done burning. I don't want to be a part of the burning. I'm not interested in burning things. It doesn't sound like very much fun to me. It doesn't sound very much fun watching people kill each other. It sounds miserable. We're just living in a broken system. All right. I'll take a great big hug. I'm just so tired of these pigs. I'm just so sick of pigs. I'm just sick of them. We keep seeing them hurt people and hurt people and hurt people and hurt people. I showed you 3 videos today where the cops just randomly attacked people. It happens every day. And they use the guise of Terry versus Ohio. Big hug, guys. Big hug. I know it. I'm just pissed. We've allowed this to happen. We've allowed this system to be created around us. You and I have allowed this. And we did it in the guise of racism. It was okay in the 60s because they were just grabbing black folks. And for people in here who are boomers, you know I'm right. You might want to put your head in the sand and say, oh, not everything's racist. The laws are based on racism. A Terry stop is based on John Terry and the Black Panthers. That's what it's based on. So that they can grab black people who they think are Black Panthers and say, oh, we were afraid you had a gun. And now it's applied to all of us. Earl Warren sat down at the White House with the president, and they sat together and they plotted and planned it out. And now we are here today. And Earl Warren is one of those guys who would sit there and plan this with the president. That's what he is. Anyway, I don't mind that I show my passion. What's happening to us is wrong right now. And it has to be fixed. So, all right, I got to go. Let me see what's going on here. Let me see what's going on here. Okay. I'm going to end this live. All right. Sorry for all the cursing and hoopla. I'm just so tired of it. I'm just tired of watching cops abuse us and say, oh, I was suspicious. So Raymond Rubio, reach out to me, man. I left a bunch of, let me show you this guy's original video. Let me share his video. Sorry about that. Let me share his original video so that you guys can see the video. Make sure we get some light on this guy. Just and the pigtails, the women cops who think that's okay to punch a guy in the throat when he's not looking. That to me is like, you've got to be kidding me, dude. So this is the channel that you guys can go over here and subscribe to this channel. This guy's only got like 500 subs, but you know, it'd be nice if he woke up tomorrow and he had 1,000, you know. So here's his channel right here. The guy's name is James DeSimon, 312 subscribers. He put this video up, and this is Rubio body cam footage. So, and this says about Raymond Rubio is an intellectually disabled man, suffered bite wounds and psychological damage after Visalia police set a canine on him during an unlawful arrest in 2022, according to a federal civil rights lawsuit filed by attorney James DeSimon on behalf of the family. Read the full press release through here. So here's this lawyer's website. Let's check it out. Let's check out this website real quick. Maybe I can get James DeSimon. Look where the dog was biting him. Look at that. Let me guess, YouTube. You want to hey, YouTube, do you want to demonetize my video? I'm showing a flesh wound. Oh my God, YouTube. Where's the YouTube Chinese censors? Quick, turn his stream off. He's showing where the dog attacked him. Look, so the dog, like I said in the video, the dog has to readjust its bite, readjust his bite, and re-grip and re-bite. And every time his teeth sink into the man's skin. Look at that tiny little bandage they have over this big, huge bite. As a result of the officer's misconduct, which including slamming him to the ground and beating his head with a heavy flashlight, Raymond Rubio suffered a traumatic brain injury and deep bite wound to his back, torso, left hand, and arm, the lawsuit says. He now suffers from depression, memory loss, heightened paranoia, headaches, and other mental, emotional injuries, as well as physical scars resulting from the attack, according to the lawsuit. The federal civil rights lawsuit comes just months after a video emerged in October showing a Visalia canine biting a schizophrenic man's face after the man's mother called 911 seeking officers' help in getting him medical assistance. Also in October, Visalia police again arrested a former member of the city's canine unit on suspicion of domestic violence. The second arrested a member of the city's Visalia police again arrested a member of the city's canine unit. Put a 1 in the chat if canine cops are the sadistic pigs you've ever heard of. Put a 1 in the chat if the canine pigs are the most disgusting pigs you've ever seen. It's terrible. So any canine pig is just a pig. The second time, the 16-year-old department veteran left the city's employee in May of 2020 for undisclosed reasons. The city of Visalia in Minneapolis. This inexcusable disregard and abuse of the rights of the mentally ill by Visalia police will not stop unless there's an independent investigation into the city's canine unit, said James DeSimon, the Marina Del Rey, California civil rights attorney representing Rubio. The city is well aware of the deficiencies in its training, yet the excessive force and the use of dogs to attack citizens without legal cause continues to threaten anyone, and even more to those whose mental illness prevents them from immediately processing orders to comply. You have to process orders to comply. I'm not complying. Named in the lawsuit in Vasilia's canine officer, William Hansen, the handler of Rotto. So this is the sadistic pig. I mean, I wish him death. I wish him the worst. I wish him the worst. I wish him the worst fate ever. I hope he burns in hell forever. That's what I hope. Malinois used against Rubio. It's a Belgian. How do you say that? Anybody know how to say that? A Belgian Malinois used against Rubio. Belgian Malinois have some of the strongest bites among all dogs, about 195 pounds per square inch of bite pressure, more than enough to break bone. The city's officers, Marissa Berkdahl, are also named in the lawsuit, which was filed in U.S. District Court in Sacramento. Raymond isn't the type of person who is violent. He did nothing to justify being attacked. According to the lawsuit, Rubio was walking through an open section of the Save Mart, 5203 West Walnut Street, across the street from his home, when Berkdahl confronted him, saying she received calls about a suspicious activity. Rubio denied her assertions that he was looking into cars and observed that his race was likely the reason he was being targeted. Pig Hansen arrived on the scene just before Berkdahl asked Rubio to remove his backpack. No. She did it right when he pulled up. He asked why, and as he began to comply, the officers grabbed him and threw him to the ground. Berkdahl started clubbing him in the head with her flashlight and beating him with her fist, the lawsuit says. As Rubio helplessly held his hands up, asking, "What I do?" Hansen stopped assisting Berkdahl to retrieve the dog and set him loose on Rubio, who was already prone on his stomach and not resisting, the lawsuit states. The dog bit Rubio for more than 90 seconds while Berkdahl continued beating him, even though Rubio was complying and entirely within the officer's control, the lawsuit states. These officers should be disciplined and fired. This is exactly the opposite of how police should de-escalate, DeSimon said. It's outrageous how they don't give him the slightest chance to comply before they unleash this unjustified violence and cruel way they kept the dog biting him. A copy of the electronic lawsuit, body cam video, and unlawful arrest are here. So let's see if there's a, let's see. Oh, there it is. So there it is right there. If you guys want it, let me drop this in the chat. Here's all of the, anybody wants to do some investigative journalism, here is all of the information. I put it in here in the chat. If someone will please go to the YouTube page and drop this link down here for James, for James's. But let's just see something here real quick. So this would have been, the lawsuit would have been Rubio versus, where is the actual, I want to see what happened at the end of the lawsuit. So it would have been Rubio versus City of, there it is. I found it. There it is. I found it. Let me show it to you guys. Is that it? Is it decided? This says July 21st. Here's the case text. Let me share this with you guys so you guys can see what I'm looking at here. Here's the case text of the outcome of the case. Let's see if we can find out the actual what happened here. Order denying plaintiff's motion for relief. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. So this is denying plaintiff's motion for relief. So he lost. So Rubio loses the case. Let me get to the end of it here. For reasons set forth above, plaintiff's motion for relief from presentation requirement of California Government Code 945.4, doc number 7, is denied because this court lacks the authority to grant the requested relief. He filed too late, maybe? Let me get to the details here. So they denied him relief on a technicality. I get it. I get it. You're not that. So, but in other words, I mean, I guess what we're seeing here is that we saw what happened. We saw what happened. Marissa should have to face a man in a cage, and the guy with the canine dog should be attacked by attack dogs. That would be the only justice. But I didn't know that he lost his civil rights case. I already read that. I read that. Plaintiff filed his complaint in the civil rights action against defendants City of Visalia, Chief Jason Salazar, Marissa Berkdahl. I mean, she should have to fight a man as far as I'm concerned. And William Hansen. I mean, William Hansen. Let me just tell you something, Hansen. Let me just tell you something, Mr. Hansen. Let me just tell you something. Mr. William Hansen. I hope you burn in hell, bro. That's what I hope. I hope you burn in hell, bro. You're a piece of shit, dude. Plaintiff asserts 3 federal causes of action: claim of unreasonable searches and seizures for his detention and arrest, claim of excessive force in violation of his 4th and 14th Amendments, and a Monell claim of municipal liability in connection with alleged constitutional violations. I made a Monell claim in Ironton, Ohio. Plaintiff also asserts the following 6 laws claim against a defendant: false arrest and imprisonment, assault and battery, negligence, violation of Bain Act, California Civil Code, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and negligent infliction of emotional distress. So I guess this is not Minneapolis. I guess this is in California. Plaintiff on March 3rd, 2021, plaintiff filed the pending motion for relief from the California government as provided under this doc on June 22nd, 2021. Defendant filed their opposition in which they argued the federal court has no authority to grant relief plaintiff has requested because 946.6 explicitly vests such jurisdiction in the California State Superior Court, not the federal district. So this is the whole sticking point, is that it's in California, it's in federal court and not California court. Plaintiff filed his reply thereto in his pending motion for relief from the presentation requirements of California Government Section Code 945.4 as provided by 946.6. Plaintiff argues that the court should grant his motion because his application to the City of Visalia was brought within reasonable time and only late due to his excusable neglect. However, as defendants point out, this federal court does not have the authority to grant plaintiff relief from the, so is that it? I mean, they didn't refile? They didn't file in state court? Like, is that what happened here? I don't understand. Like, they didn't I would have filed in state court. Like, why didn't you just file again? Let me find this lawyer's information again. Let me pull up this lawyer's website real quick. And so this must be his YouTube page. So is this his? Okay. So this is James D. Simone. This is his YouTube page. And let's just ask him. Can you guys join me in this? I'm going to show you guys. So this is the page right here. I'm going to drop the link in here. Let's reach out to this guy. I want to know. Here's the link. Someone dropped this on the real YouTube page as well. There's the link to his video. But I want to know why he didn't file his
rights lawyer based out of Los Angeles, California, but we practice throughout the state of California. And I've been a civil rights lawyer representing individuals who are victim of police misconduct for over three decades, 30 years. And it's disheartening to see the type of brutality that you will see shortly in the video of the Visalia Police Department, who confronted Raymond Rubio, who was doing nothing more than walking around his own neighborhood at night. And we're here today because the city of Visalia and its police officers are using police dogs in a brutal, vicious way against vulnerable people. And we're going to be asking the California State Attorney General to investigate the Visalia Police Department. On January 22nd, 2020, Officer William Hanson of the Visalia Police Department commanded his canine to viciously bite Raymundo Rubio for over a minute and a half. And why? Had Raymundo Rubio committed some violent crime? Had he threatened the police officers or somebody else? Did he even fail to obey a command? No. Raymundo Rubio was doing none of those things on that evening. He was standing there. He was walking in his neighborhood when he was initially confronted and stopped by Officer Marissa Berkdahl. He very calmly asked her why was she stopping him, and he had done nothing wrong. And he told her in a calm voice that he thought that she stopped him because he had brown skin. And then if he was white, he could be walking around the neighborhood like everybody else. And they had a back and forth conversation. At some point, Officer Berkdahl asks him to take off his backpack. And all Mr. Rubio does is ask why. And he states that he believes that she's doing it once again because of the color of his skin. But he stands still as Officer Berkdahl approaches him. And while this is occurring, Officer Hanson arrives. And William Hanson arrives, he's not alone. In the back seat, he has a police dog that's trained to bite people. And Officer Hanson, without inquiring, without seeing what the situation, without trying to de-escalate what is going on, he immediately escalates the situation. He starts to scream at Raymundo Rubio within inches of his face. You're going to get bit by the dog. I'm telling you right now, you better knock it off or you're going to get bit by the dog. Raymundo Rubio looks at him fearful, confused. I didn't do anything. I'm going to let him out. You better knock it off. Raymundo Rubio, I'm not doing anything. Then relax, or I'm going to let that dog out and he's going to bite you. Do you understand me right now? Raymundo Rubio standing there.
He even says, I'm going to bite you. He didn't say his dog was going to bite. He said, I'm going to bite you, is what he said.
Arms at his side, says, what did I do? No commands are issued to Mr. Rubio. He's not told to put his hands somewhere where he can comply and told what he has to do to avoid this. Instead, Officer Hanson makes it completely clear to him what he intends to do. I'm telling you right now, you're going to get bit. And then it appears Mr. Rubio starts to take off the backpack as Officer Berkdahl previously asked him to do. But without warning, without provocation, Officer Berkdahl puts her arm around Mr. Rubio's neck, an arm bar. She chokes Mr. Rubio. She takes him down to the ground. He's screaming, what did I do? And she begins punching him, pummeling him in his head with his flashlight and fist. You will see all of this on 2 body cam videos. When Berkdahl asked Rubio to give her his hand, he says, I did. And he's holding him out. But she's too busy hitting him to grab both of his arms. And as this is unfolding, Officer Hanson, instead of assisting in handcuffing Rubio, because he's given himself up, he gets out his canine.
Right.
Who was trained to bite people.
Right.
And Hanson holds the dog away from Rubio as Rubio's on the ground. He gives him one command, get on your stomach. And as he tells Raymundo Rubio to get on your stomach, you can see Raymundo Rubio flipping over and he's on his stomach.
He does.
And then Officer Hanson repeatedly orders his dog in Dutch.
In Dutch, not German.
To bite Rubio. And bite him he does. He tears into his flesh for well over a minute and a half as Raymundo Rubio screams in agony. I mean, the use of police dogs in this manner is just absolutely barbaric. Raymundo Rubio is completely confused throughout this attack. He asks, what did I do? In fact, as Officer Hanson screaming at him to justify to Rubio why he viciously allowed his dog to attack like this, in a moment of candor says, you didn't do anything. And that's true. He just stood there. And when a supervising officer arrived after the dog is taken off and after Mr. Rubio is handcuffed, Officer Berkdahl and Officer Hanson, sworn police officers, sworn to tell the truth, blatantly lie.
Over and over.
First, Hanson said he observed Mr. Rubio getting froggy on Officer Berkdahl. What does Froggy even
It was a lie.
mean?
It's like a excited delirium. There's no such thing. Pigs just made up a term.
Officer Berkdahl claimed to give him plenty of commands, but you don't hear any commands. Threats are not commands. Officer Hansen said the same. I gave him a chance. I gave him commands. Again, Rubio is just told, knock it off, relax, as he's standing there with his hands on his side. What's he supposed to do? Berkdahl then says, well, Mr. Rubio backed away from her. All right, if a person takes a step or two back, that doesn't justify getting mauled by a police dog, but that's not true either. You'll see on the video that Mr. Rubio remains standing in the same place the entire time until Berkdahl takes him down. Officer Hansen then says, well, Rubio took a swing at them. But that's not in the video either. It never happened. It never happened. Raymundo Rubio was scared of these officers and doing everything he could do to comply. Yes, at one point he puts his arms on his head as he's getting pummeled in the head, and you'll see the gash in his head by Officer Berkdahl. But then when they say, give me your hands, he puts his hands out so she could grab them. I mean, these two police officers could have easily handcuffed the compliant Raymundo Rubio if they had given him proper commands and time to comply. That's good police work. There was absolutely no reason to repeatedly batter his head and to torture him by commanding a police dog to bite him. And you'll hear in the video some words you may not understand because Officer Hansen, these dogs are trained in another language. And Officer Hansen gives the command 8 times. Stellen, stellen. Bite, 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 bite. As Mr. Rubio is laying face down on the ground in a helpless position.
Crying.
This officer is ordering a dog to viciously bite his back when there's no reason whatsoever to do it.
So just so you guys know, I've seen so many cases today. This is city of Visalia is right outside of Fresno, California. That's where this civil rights attorney is. I'm just so sick of pigs. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened with lacking jurisdiction. I'm going to have to talk to people. I'm so grateful for the people on my team because the people on my team really keep me in line when it comes to getting my filings and getting everything done properly. And there's a bunch of people. There's a bunch of us. So if you're a paralegal or a lawyer and you want to jump in, I'm not going to stop suing cops. I'm going to keep suing cops. And I'll sue other people too if I have to, but I'd rather just sue cops. I have asked the individual people that I'm suing now if they're ready to settle. And if they're not ready to settle, then I'm just going to keep suing them. So anyway, get over here to James's profile and ask him what the fluck happened. What the fluck happened with this? What happened with their lawsuit? So it's just, sorry for getting so upset earlier. I'm just so tired of watching pigs abuse people and get away with it. So that pig that did this, who was screaming, bite, 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 what happened to him? Anything? Disgusting. All right, anyway, I got to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. We got to change the system. Look, those cops, those 2 cops, the Berkdahl and what's the other pig's name? The other pig's name is William Hansen. Marissa Berkdahl and William Hansen. Let's just take a look. Just since we're here. There's another one. There's another one. This Berkdahl's a piece of shit. There's another video of Berkdahl. Look at this. There's another video. There's another video of Berkdahl.
Pull me over for
You're exhausted.
It's not against the law.
What was that?
It's not against the law.
Yeah, it is.
How do you know?
What?
How do you know?
How do I know? Because it's my job to know. What other modifications have you done to your vehicle?
That's none of your business.
It's not my business?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this your car?
No, it's not.
All right then. It's none of your business. Just give me my ticket.
She thinks she's something else, doesn't she?
You want to give me a ticket?
Under your hood.
You want to give me a ticket? Give me a ticket.
I'm going to, but I'm also going to look under your hood.
Wow. Wow.
So
I'll pop
have
it.
you get out, you're going to pop the hood, and then we'll be done with it.
Wow. This is just disgusting to watch.
I'll pop it. You can. Oh.
Said if you refuse, you're going to go to jail.
Wow.
I'll pop it. You can. Oh.
Said if you refuse, you're going to go to jail.
You know, I mean, I would just like to see somebody get out of the car and bash her right in the mouth.
Hello, and welcome back to Legal Dissent, where we evaluate your constitutional rights before they're taken away. Acting with us in the comments below. We're submitted to officers and stop located in the description below. Feel free to visit Tulare County Cop Watch and let them know that Legal Dissent sent. Berkdahl was the same individual to stop as Marissa Birch and let them know that Legal Dissent sent you. The officer that conducts the stop is Marissa Birch.
You think this chick could do anything like this without a gun, a taser, and men behind her? It's just gone too far. Hey, let me clue you guys in. We're not equal. Men and women are not equal. We're different. Women can have babies, men can't. There it is right there. Men are stronger than women. They don't belong physically trying to be in charge of a man.
Berkdahl, the Visalia Police Department. Berkdahl was the same individual that Tulare County Cop Watch released a video of body cam footage that displayed her and K-9 officer William Hansen brutally subduing and ordering a police dog to bite an individual 8 times. That individual, Mr. Rubio, was a disabled man, and he is currently represented by an attorney in his federal lawsuit against the city and officers Berkdahl and Hansen. Unfortunately, on July 19th, about a week ago, in the United States District Court for the Eastern District of California, Mr. Rubio was denied relief due to jurisdiction and timely filing issues. There might still be an avenue for relief for Mr. Rubio in that case, so we'll keep our eye on it and hopefully have good news to report in the future. So, Officer Berkdahl is no stranger to confrontations that seem to put citizens in harm's way, and she stops.
Oh, she just watched the video on Twitter. She starts punching first. She punches you in the throat. She attacks you, all 100 pounds of her. She could never do that to a man. We've gone too far with this equal gender crap. We're not equal. Men can't have babies and women can't fight men.
Tulare County Cop Watch for allegedly having a modified exhaust.
What you pull me over for?
Huh?
What you pull me over for?
Your exhaust.
It's not against the law.
What was that?
It's not against the law.
Yeah, it is.
How do you know?
Like, that's what cops are for? Because your exhaust is too loud? I thought cops were to protect your rights.
What?
How do you know?
How do I know? Because it's my job to know.
Bro,
Do you have your driver's license?
It's her job to know?
bro.
Pigtail over here just need to go work on her makeup.
How do you know if it's against the law if it's loud?
Do you have your driver's license?
How do you know?
Any modified exhaust or anything that's excessively loud is against the law.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
When I got it done, they said it's right before illegal.
Who said that? What shop?
Huh?
So
Who
who
said
said that?
what?
What shop?
Who said what?
Who said that? What shop?
Like, this is what she has to do with her time? Check on people's mufflers?
Who told you that?
Oh,
They don't make the law. They're just going to take your money.
You don't make the law either, honey.
You have your driver's license?
Yeah, I do.
Huh?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Hand it over to me, please, and then the registration and insurance.
I mean, look how much she gets off on power tripping.
California law provides in Division 12, Chapter 5, Article 2, Section 27,150, subsection A, that every motor vehicle shall at all times be equipped with an adequate muffler and control noise, or some almost phrase to say what decibel level would be
Excessive or unusual. So that's what she has to stop him for, is his muffler.
considered excessive or unusual. The California Court of Appeals analyzed this very issue in Smith v. Peterson back in 1955.
No, 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 citizen cop. No, there's not. No, there's not. I'm afraid you're wrong. I'm afraid you're totally wrong. How many Navy SEALs are there that are women? 0. They can't pass the tests. Men and women are not equal. Men are much stronger than women. Women can give birth to children. We are not equal. We need each other. Men are to protect women. Women have babies. There's a big difference between the genders. This idea that we're equal, I'm sick of it. We are not equal. Marissa Berkdahl couldn't defend herself against a man of my size. Couldn't do it. No matter what she thought she could do. You've watched too many movies where the woman's flying around doing the slow motion choreographed punches. It's just not true. Most men of my caliber could beat up Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey's super tough. A guy who's tough could beat her up, who's not a UFC fighter. Women cannot compete with men in a physical ring. They can't. They cannot. Men and women cannot compete with men physically. We saw that with the transgender swimmer who was 450th last year, and now he's the #1 woman swimmer in the world. Big difference between men and women. So just, I appreciate you saying it, but you're wrong. How many women Navy SEALs are there? 0. Absolutely 0. No woman can pass the Navy SEAL standards. 0 women. Okay? So we're not the same. Just keep it real. Don't lie. I'm tired of the lies.
Where they held that motor vehicles have been used for so long and have become so common, and mufflers so uniformly used to minimize the noise from their exhaust, that what is usual has become a matter of common knowledge. And anything in excess until 1962. California
This is what they're worried about. This is what they're worried about.
Lawfully modified, they are allowed to pull you over.
See, him saying that it's okay for cops to pull you over because your car is too loud, that's the problem we have in our country. I do not accept you being pulled over. How come his car can be pulled over, but a Harley Davidson motorcycle can ride right next to him with 10 times the decibels, but it's fine because it's a motorcycle? Do you understand? It's not okay to pull him over and say his car's too loud. Then outlaw all motorcycles. Every single motorcycle there is in the world, besides electric motorcycles, was louder than that man's muffler. If we're going to have the rule, then you just can't go over a certain decibel level. Then it's for all motorized vehicles, not just for cars that we want to pull over.
So, in the state of California, if an officer is allowed to pull you over.
Yeah, I don't agree with you, bro. I'm sorry.
What other modifications have you done to your vehicle?
That's none of your business.
None of my business?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this your car?
No, it's not. It's
All right, then. It's none of your business.
So I'm an inspector engineer. I need you to step out and pop the hood for me.
I can agree with your comment there, JH. We need each other. But the idea that women should be in a position of being physically in charge of men has got to go away. It's stupid. Look how she's power tripping over men. She punched him in the throat. She threw the first punch. She's power tripping on this guy. Look at her power tripping. It's disgusting.
For what?
Women should not be physically in charge of men. We are not equal in that regard.
Inspect it. See if you have any modifications.
I don't have to do that.
Yes, you actually do.
Just give me my ticket.
No,
You want to give me a
Look
ticket?
under your hood.
You want to give me a ticket? Give me a ticket.
I'm going to, but I'm also going to look under your hood.
Wow.
I'll pop
Have
it.
you get out. You're going to pop the hood.
Wow.
And then we'll be done with it.
She's so lucky.
I'll pop it. You can. Huh?
Said if you refuse, you're going to go to jail.
I mean, that's the bullshit. That's the 2001 case of Atwater versus City of Lago Vista.
Fuck you. You're a joke.
She is a joke.
You're just mad, huh? That made you too famous?
California Vehicle Code Section 2804 allows a member of the California Highway Patrol, upon reasonable belief that any vehicle is being operated in violation of any provisions of this code or is in such unsafe condition as to endanger any person.
So the cop can just walk up to you and you have to submit to an inspection. Submit means to submit.
may require the driver of the vehicle to stop and submit to an inspection of the vehicle and its equipment, license plates, and registration card. First, does this statute only apply to California Highway Patrol members? No. The California Court of Appeals held in People versus Cashapp that there is no authority that precludes a city police officer from having the same authority to make a similar investigation under the statute. Second, what is reasonable belief of a code violation? Like we mentioned earlier, it appears that the courts in California would believe the officer and would most likely find that she acted reasonably in pulling over the driver for the allegedly loud muffler.
Look at this power tripping little chipmunk. Just a little chipmunk. And she's in charge of me? I'm sorry. No.
Therefore, she would have reasonable belief that the vehicle is being operated in violation of
I mean,
the code.
she's so lucky some guy doesn't just handle her.
So finally, what does an inspection of the vehicle and its equipment entitle her to search? Does it include
What a smug little bitch.
Trunk, the passenger compartment, the engine under the hood? This is where the gray area begins and legal arguments thrive. The California Appellate Court held in People versus May that a vehicle owner has a reasonable expectation of privacy in the trunk of their car. However, the reasonableness of a criminal investigation looking to unearth contraband is different than the reasonableness associated with the vehicle code to ascertain the mechanical condition of the car. For example, if the observed defect were a broken taillight reflector, a trunk search would not be justified. So in this case, where the officer only has reasonable suspicion that the driver is operating with a loud muffler, then she has no reason to search his car under the hood or anywhere other than where the muffler is making noise. Therefore, her demand that he allow her to search under the hood of his car upon threat of arrest is completely wrong and opens herself and the police department to liability for yet another lawsuit against this aggressive officer.
I mean, she's such a pig.
Who has no business wielding a gun and a badge.
None.
The driver has a really long conversation with the backup officers, and in my opinion, he talks way too much to them as Berkdahl goes back to process the ticket for the muffler.
All right, and then make sure you keep your driver's license with you.
Oh, I'm gonna destroy some pigtails is what I'm gonna do.
When you're driving, all right? You have to front plate for your vehicle.
She might have a badge on. I'm gonna destroy her with knowledge. I'm gonna find this bitch and I'm gonna destroy her.
Got one.
What?
I got one.
Where is it?
She's not 1/10 of my knowledge.
It's in my hip back seat.
It's in your back seat. It's got to be affixed to the vehicle. Yeah. So correct that. I need you to sign right there in the gray box. It's automated to guilt. I promise to appear and take care of the ticket.
Thank you, hero.
You're hungry?
What?
In the gray box.
Huh?
Yep. Oh, I was the same thing. You're not supposed to be looking at
There you go,
You're not supposed
Berkdahl.
to be looking aside.
I don't even know why you're still on the force.
I don't know why either.
You're dangerous.
She's a bitch.
Hell yeah. Surprised you didn't pull me out and beat my ass.
Why would I do that?
Because you're a violent
Why did you do that to the other dude? No comment. Just because you felt like it.
So I can see you better. Sorry, I feel that way.
Sorry you feel that way. I mean, just tell me, does anybody else want to punch her right in the face? Does anybody else want to punch her right in the face? I said this earlier when I started this broadcast. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to go attack somebody. I'd like to punch her right in the face. I would like to punch her right in the face. I mean, I'm not going to attack anybody, but she has one of those faces that you would just like to punch her right in the face. Look at her smug, arrogant, pompous pig ass. She has one of those faces, you know, just disgusting, just disgusting. Like she's a disgusting looking woman. I don't even find her hot. I wouldn't even want to sleep with her. I'd just like to see her just lose.
Yeah, you're dismissed.
Tulare County Cop Watch ends up with a ticket, but was able to make Berkdahl feel a little uncomfortable with the questions. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we'll continue to monitor the lawsuit against her, the K-9 officer, and the police department on behalf of Mr. Rubio. What do you think? Should officers be able to use their experience to determine if a muffler is too loud or not?
All right, I gotta go. I've been on here longer than I'm supposed to be. I gotta go. I've been on here longer than I'm supposed to be, and I'm sorry about the language. I just can't stand it. I'm just so sick of pigs. I'm just so sick of these pigs. I really am. I'm so sick of seeing pigs abuse people and us take it, and nobody else be as mad as I am. Like, I'm so mad. Today's been a mad day for me. I had all 3 of these videos today, and I edited them, and it was just a bad place to be. Thanks for your donation yesterday for Eric. Someone sent me $10 on PayPal. Let me call that name out. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I'm going to send this $10 over to Eric's account. So maybe it was Venmo. I just want to say thank you to the person who sent this in. I super appreciate it. It means a ton. The name was Daniel, or was it Rich, or was it Cashapp? I just want to John, thanks for the $10 for Eric. Eric, I'll be putting that in your GoFundMe. I appreciate it. Let's just not stop until we get Eric's fundraiser done. All right, I'm going to get the flock out of here. I got to go. I'll see you guys. Check out the merch store. We put up a new merch store, so looking forward to that. I got to go. Launchpad, good to see you guys. Sorry for the language again. I just got really mad on this broadcast because I've been editing videos of cops abusing people all day. So I'm human. You know, it's like, all right, I got to go. I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, later, Gators.